Hello everybody, Galarian Sangvi here, welcome to the next episode. As we left off, we opened the door. Now I'm going to collect the remaining silver rupees to light the torch in this room. Because I originally thought the silver rupees opened the door, and not the sun. And then we'll see what the torches actually give us. And then I think we'll be in for an intense fight. Fight coming up. Yeah, so even if you used in fire on the torches earlier, I think this torch needs to technically be lit for it to count. And it won't be lit by Din's fire. Ow. Don't care, I need to light all the torches in time. Run it. I made a chest appear somewhere. Oh, come on, I made that. Please jump up, Link. Right over there. That's where the chest is. I knew it was in one of the corners. We got a key. So let's open the door. So you do need to do the silver rupees, so I wasn't completely wrong. Look immediately behind you and you'll see a sculpture on the door, or above the door. If my boomerang would actually hit it. Link, ready to boomerang, please. Thank you. And I'm glad that actually hit. Get some hearts, open the door. Now this room, you may not immediately see any threats or dangers. But if you walk up to this and smack it with your sword, it comes to life. An iron knuckle, watch out for its axe attack. It hurts a lot, strike it when it drops its guard. I'm gonna deploy Nabooru's Love. This should shield me from any damage that it causes. Although, do be warned, you are not immune to knockback. Get it? Primarily wait for it to attack, and then attack it while its axe is momentarily stuck in the ground. I'm deploying Nabooru's Love because it pretty much guarantees me a safety net, just because of how much damage this guy can do to you. If you're doing a free heart run, this guy is essentially going to be a death sentence to you, because I think he does. Because I forget if he does an attack that's more than 3 hearts worth of damage. But with Nabooru's Love, I can ignore most of the damage, and I have a green potion on the ready. It's just the annoying thing is that I'm not immune to knockback. When you do enough damage, you will knock off its armor. The Iron Knuckle is actually more dangerous in this state because it is faster. This includes its attacks. But you can now interrupt its attacks upon hitting it. So there is a bit of a consolation. And usually when its armor breaks off, it's pretty close to death. Like so. If you're not using Nabooru's Love on that, it can be a difficult fight. What I'm gonna do is gobble down a green potion. Yummy. Let's go outside. And for one last time, hey, what's up, Link? Surprised to see me. A long time in this world is almost nothing to you. Is it how mysterious? Even I thought that Tales of Boy could travel back and forth through time was merely a legend, but you already knew that. Because you're the sage of light in disguise. Link, you have fully matured as an adult. From now on, the future of all the people in Hyrule is in your shoulders. Maybe it's not my time anymore, or here's my last advice. The switches? Blah! Two witches that inhabit this temple, in order to destroy them, turn their own magic power against them. Hoot hoot. Do you want to hear what I said again? No. I will continue to watch you. Hoot 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 hoot. And he's gone for the final time. If you hated Kebora, and if you hated my singing of him, you can rejoice, because he's gone forever. And we got the silver gauntlets. If you wore them, you would feel the power in your arms. The power to lift big things with A. But these gauntlets won't fit the kid. Plus you promised to give them to Nabooru. You should keep your word. Ah, Sandstorm. Hey, where are you taking me? Yeah, let me go. Was it sun rising when I opened the chest? Oh my god, it was. You fiends! Ganondorf minions! Link, get out of here now! These witches, they are using black magic on me! Well, that's really bad. That she has been kidnapped. So, let's learn. So, let's check what's the, Temple of Time. Okay, that's a pretty little light. Okay, how am I doing this wrong? Dee 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 dee. There we go. Dee 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 dee. Just as I'm leaving the crew, you hear the kadoo of the rooster. Dee 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 dee. Let's pull out our sword. Ah, it's good to be an adult again. Now, I would go back to the Spirit Temple, but seeing that we have the Silver Gauntlets, which, by the way, looks really cool on Link, I want to go back to Gerudo Fortress and do the mini-dungeon. So I will see you when I get there. Actually, no, I've thought about it, and we'll ride there, because I think it would be good to end the episode when we get there. So this episode was primarily the remaining of the Spirit Temple. Now, I want to bring up a topic, because I know that people is probably wondering about this, and I wouldn't be surprised if this topic gets brought up in the future. I'm betting most of you people, especially Zelda players, may be wondering, why did I do the Spirit Temple first? You know, why did I did it instead of... That ain't my Ocarina. Instead of Shadow. Well, people always go to the Shadow Temple immediately. And yes, there is setup to it. And people believe that the Spirit Temple is the penultimate dungeon, because you need to clear it as both child and adult Link. That technically isn't true. If you look at your order, here, you will notice the spirit for symbol comes after water and before shadow. And in the order of the songs, Requiem of Spirit comes before Nocturne. So in reality, it should have been Spirit Temple next, then Shadow Temple. This is the order I've always been doing as a child. Mainly because I never realized that the Nocturnal Shadow could get me to the Spirit Temple. To the Shadow Temple. Because when I was a kid, I did not know that those songs warped you to places. I never tried using them. So I was wondering, okay, I can't get to the Shadow Temple, where is it? Eventually, I went to the Gerudo part of the world, and eventually when I figured out how to get the Lens of Truth, that's when I figured out about the warp songs. But by then, I was already pretty much set up for the Spirit Temple, so I did the Spirit Temple before Shadow. Because for the Shadow Temple, in case you're wondering, you cannot get there by walking. The only way you can get there, I believe, is through the warp song. So, this is one of the reasons why I am doing this particular order. It's because, Epona, why are you scared of... Epona, it's a bridge. I know you can cross it. Which, by the way, after you save all the carpenters, the bridge is fully repaired. But yeah, this is the reason why I'm doing Spirit before Shadow. Hey, I heard you saved my men. When they returned, we built this bridge. Look at this. Isn't it a fine bridge? They may be wimpy carpenters, but once they all get together, they get the job done. So if you go in here, you can see all the carpenters. Building a bridge over the valley is a simple task for four carpenters. In Gerudo society, those who have great skills in horseback riding and archery are well respected. How about trying horseback archery at the Gerudo Fortress? This is the hint about the piece of heart and the upgrade to your arrows. If you have the horse from the fortress, set up your challenge. When Nabooru was a lone wolf thief, she never stole from the weak, but now Nabooru's gang of thieves stand for cruelty and brutality. She claims to be carnivorous robber, but no way. So it seems like Nabooru was a very nice Gerudo, going by what he said. The leader of the gang of thieves is Nabooru. She's experting in brainwash. Is that what I'm saying? In brainwashing many people. The ruins in the desert. And here is the Running Man. The Running Man, he should be wearing the mask that you give him. But the Running Man, he will appear here. Once you save one of the carpenters, you can challenge him to a race. A race that you can never win. He is programmed to beat you by 1 second, no matter how fast you go. Players have cheated the game to pretty much appear here, I believe, near instantly. And, yeah, he says he always beats you by a second. There is no reward for doing it. There is nothing to get out of racing this guy. Do not waste your time. He is not worth your time. Whatsoever. Now let's ride. We're back in Gerudo Fortress. And in the next episode, we'll continue on with the testing grounds. I'll see you all then.